going on, YouTube? Back with another video. Getting ready to tear down the hatch for some quick go fast parts. Gonna get rid of the stock motor, and got the built motor over here that we built for the beginning of the season. The valves actually are fine. I had issues in the block, so I built another block, which I'll show you guys in a second. But for now, got a whole new block already built. Got to slap the head back on, got the head gasket, pretty much reassemble the whole long block, and then I got to start taking this motor out. But before I do that, this motor has been with me for fucking almost 3 years. Built this back in 2016, and she's probably got like maybe 25,000 miles on her. Going strong, man. I don't even want to take her apart. But these B16s, man, they last forever. Shout out to Meticulous. Great manifold. eBay turbo. But just want to make a quick clip of the stock engine still running and driving. Time to go faster. What's going on, YouTube? Back with a update. Tearing the hatch down, getting ready to finally replace my stock motor with my built motor. Supposed to do this in the beginning of the season, but this block is a little bit bigger of a diameter than 81 mil on the piston sleeves, so my setup wasn't working out. I didn't have any compression, so I finally took it all apart, put it in a new block. Got JE pistons with manly rods, can't really see in there, but ARP 2000 rod bolts, GSC spring irritator kit with some Ferrera valves, GSR head, B16 block. So this is going to be getting put in the next couple days. Going to be pulling this out slowly right now. Got to change the control arms on the car while the motor's out. And that's pretty much it. Got to finish assembling the long block, throw the alternator on, and a couple of other small things. Got the breather fittings for the catch can on. And yeah, so we'll make small updates as we go. But yeah, finally getting back into the built motor situation, so stay tuned. Alright, so we got the whole turbo kit off, everything but the mounts, the T-bracket, shift linkage, and that's about it till the motor comes out. Gotta take the traction bars off. My man B-Rad stopped by. He's out here doing that suspension. What you doing, my man? Putting in those one pieces?
Yeah, unfortunately. That drill all the way there.
You got adjustable camber arms?
Yeah, body club.
Buddy clubs. Man's got that B20V. Oh, you put the carbon joint in already?
What?
The carbon radiator support, or what is that even called? The cross member support?
Yeah.
Got that in there. B20, B4, OBD2. No codes. Fresh inspection. Man's out here with the thick cords. Type R intake manifold. Skunk. What you got in here? Skunk 2 alpha rods?
Alpha rods, CP pistons.
Yep, CP pistons. Solid mounts all the way around. What'd you say? I don't even know what he said. What trans you got? GSR? Yeah. GSR trans. What clutch you got? eBay? eBay clutch. 6-puck. Shit's. Oh yeah, I mean that's a normal joint. Shit's looking good though. Got the PLM, Bisimoto, ram horn headers. Shit's looking good. But gotta get this little joint out. Take the oil pan off, and then we put that on there. Finish building this block, and then get the clutch off, put that on this, and then start getting this other setup in. We gotta get some light going in here too. But we out for now. Alright, so we got the motor pretty much ready to drop out. T-brackets off, tip linkage is disconnected. The only thing holding the motor in is just the tranny mount and the driver's side mount. Got radio up, Brandon out here. Still doing the suspension. Starting to rain on my man. Just finished the back. I don't know if we're gonna do the front today or tomorrow, but we just got these two mounts holding the engine in. Got the car lowered all the way down. Gonna let the mounts. Gotta find something to put under there to support the engine. I got a little clearance. I don't want to just loosen the mounts and let it slam down. So I'm gonna find like a piece of wood or something to put under there. Loosen the mount, jack the car up, slide the motor out, and I'll make an update vid once we get that done. What's going on, guys? So today's the next day. Didn't get much filming done last night because it started to rain, and me and Brandon had to finish his car. So we ended up finishing that, getting all his coilovers on, and after that went to AutoZone, got a new oil pan gasket, put the oil pan on so that would dry overnight. And today, or this morning, I gotta focus on getting these control arms off. These old ones, I got these stock ones that I got that are just better than these eBay ones, because these eBay ones have like these washers on them. So this is as tight as the ball joint gets because it just spins in the washer. So it's a fuck system. Just gotta get rid of that because it's not safe to drive like that. So gotta get rid of that and eventually get this off the engine stand now that it has an oil pan. Still gotta put the alternator on it and a couple other things, but for the most part it's all done. And gotta sort through the pile of parts, but we'll see how far we get with these control arms. So we'll start doing that. Quick update on the control arm situation. We got the driver's side swapped out for the most part. It's all ready to go for when I get the axle situated and ready to go back in. I'm ahead to change this part of it. But on the passenger side, this little piece that comes down here, this little bolt for your sway bar link is snapped on mine, so I'm going to replace that obviously. And there's one of these three bolts, this one under the car is stuck, so I'm letting the impact gun charge. So I can swap that out. And we got the motor assembled a little bit more, got the alternator on, sandwich play with oil feeds, intake is on, motor mount's on, and that's about it for now. But just waiting for the impact to charge, and then we get that other control arm out and get some more shit done here. Get this fucking show on the road. So yeah. Alright guys, so we're back with a quick update. Got the trans and the starter bolted on, took the throttle body off, gotta get a new gasket for that. Gonna clean the throttle body while I'm in there. Gotta throw the mid shaft on still. And gotta take a couple more things off of this engine. Not using this harness, but I mean, probably just gonna switch over the whole VTEC solenoid. Cause that one's missing a pressure switch, and this one's just a better solenoid. So I gotta take the fuel rail off, the injectors out, clean that stuff up, and pretty much just start putting it back together. I did switch this whole control arm assembly out, but I forgot to take the control arm off like an idiot while I was doing it. So I still gotta switch the actual control arm itself. But the issue that I had with this sway bar end link was this little nipple right here on this piece was broken off, so I had to switch that out real quick. So that's fixed, and that'll be good to go. But for the most part, we're almost done with the engine assembly process. Like I said, we just gotta throw on a couple small odds and ends. Gotta get the filter on, and I still have to get these the fittings for the breather, the crank can and shit. So just gotta throw a couple more things together and do a couple more things in the engine bay, clean a couple things up. Alright, so motor is finally back in. The new one. There's the old one. Stock one, I should say. Still ran fine. Still runs. Debating on if I should take it apart or not for a fresh rebuild, but probably just keep her as a whole for now. Like I said, built motors in. Got a couple things. Obviously, oil feed lights on, but I still got to tighten it. Just working on the fuel system here. I had to rig some Home Depot bolts to work for this fuel rail. I've never used this manifold before, and it was giving me some issues with these style injectors, so I finally got it to work. So now we're going to be buttoning up the fuel system. Gotta connect that. Gotta get a throttle body gasket still. I gotta put the damper on, get the alternator belt connected, connect that bit of harness up there, get the tranny ground on, and try and get this motor to kick over before I switch over to the Honda ECU and coil unplug system. I want to make sure that this motor is going to fire with the tune that I have, just so I know it works, obviously, and before I go tampering with the ECU and coil unplugs, because I know that could be a headache sometimes. Just going to make sure it works with the tune that I got, because it should fire. But yeah, just a little small clip for now. Trying to get some more progress knocked out here. I'm not sure if in the last clip I changed this or not, but I finally got that control arm changed. I'm just waiting on an axle. Gotta go get one because the one that I have has a rip in the seal and fucking did me dirty. Enough said. So getting a new axle, and just gonna be buttoning up some small stuff here. It's pretty cold out. So, but yeah, small clip, so we'll see you with the next one. Alright, so we're back in the garage, working again, making another clip. Nicer day today, a little warmer out. So, in the meantime, I was able to get the catch can lines ran. I got all those hooked up, ready to run to this. I got the back ones right here, ready to run up. Right now, I'm gonna be getting ready to install this, these parts that I was mentioning. The coil on pack retrofit kit. Gotta run this harness from the ECU. It's obviously the plugs. I got this module that comes with it. And obviously coil plate and Honda S300 V3 Bluetooth, and it's also got boost by gear in it, so we'll be good when we get to that point. But also I did get the car to fire with this distributor, so that I know that this motor does run. I can put a small clip of that in here momentarily, but it does run, and that's why I'm gonna go ahead and install this coil on plug kit and get that out of the way, and gonna be getting a base map here in the next couple of days. But in the meantime, we still got a lot of things to button up on the car. Gotta get this coil unplug kit installed. Gotta get these catch can lines installed. Gotta get the battery relocated. Gotta get the cold side and intercooler pipes up. So we'll get to that and we'll make updates as we go. Alright, so a little bit later now, we got the Honda coil on pack retrofit kit installed. Got the Tri-State Motorsports coil pack plate. I gotta pick up the coil still, but we got the ground back here. We got the plug and tach signal, or power and tach signal wire plugged into the distributor right there. I got it ran back into the chassis. Show you guys what goes down in there for this kit. Comes with 4 wires. You splice 2 of them into your power and your ground, and then you repin your A16 and A22 pins, I believe they are, and then obviously this plug is in here to plug it into the module. So that's ready for that. Everything should be good to go. I got it this distributor. It wasn't my good one, it was just a spare one I had laying around, so hopefully everything still works the same. But so just putting some transmission fluid in there now. I run Redline MT90 full synthetic. Seems to run pretty good for me. Haven't had any issues. But just gotta top her off with some coolant. Tighten all the suspension bolts because they're all just hand tight. I gotta put the brakes back on, throw the traction bars back on, and get the cold pipe and all that other stuff on. So just a small clip for now, but she's getting there. Alright guys, so we're back making another little clip here. Everything's pretty much assembled on the car and ready to go. I did make my own base map last night, but I haven't had a chance to upload it or even start the car. I just lowered it back down off the jack stands. Just got the coil packs put in. I still got to get the bolts to bolt those down. And I'm still working on the battery relocation since I have the breather box there now. So I have this power cord coming all the way through the car, which comes to here. I think I have another terminal that I could put here, or I'll just, the new cable that I got, I could just put through this bolt, have it connect, and then run the battery all the way into the trunk. And then I will have to find somewhere to ground off of here. Probably strut tower. I'll take that bolt off, sand that down real good, and hopefully that should be a good enough body ground. But we'll see. So just making a quick progress. Good. I'm probably gonna upload all these clips in one now, and it's probably been about a month project of clips and working on the car. So it's finally done. The next video you'll see is this on the dyno, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, she's pretty much done. Time to make some jam.